What do you hate throwing away? Hey, welcome back. Kevin here. Welcome to my daily episode of Freestyle Fire Journal. If you're new to Freestyle Fire Journal, it's basically my style of journaling where I shoot straight from the dome. I pull one question from this one question a day journal. Pick up your copy at refugiehustle.com/journal and you can follow me along. But basically I read one question a day, shoot straight from the dome. And this is just a chance for me to kind of step back and kind of go through the thoughts that I'm going through every single day. And it's been really helpful for myself, and I know it'd be helpful for you guys, especially if you're in creative work or you just need something to listen to and just dump your thoughts. It's really cathartic and really restorative as well. I would recommend you do it, and make sure to leave your answers, journal with me in the comments below, and I'll be there supporting you with your comments, hearts, and all that sort of stuff too. And before we begin, I gotta do that shameless plug. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for daily episodes of the Freestyle Fire Journal as well. Now, today's question is August 19th. And the question is, what do you hate throwing away? Shit, if you guys are from an Asian family, you know how hard this is, because I don't know about you guys, but my family, especially my grandma on my dad's side, was a bit of a hoarder sometimes, right? She would keep old jars and stuff, like old peanut butter jars, and wash them out and then use them as cups. We all did that. That's like the OG, before mason jars were the hipster freaking thing to do. That's what my grandma used to do all the time. And we used to reuse containers. Great example, if you're Chinese, you know that blue cookie tin that most grandmas have? Well, inside it's never cookies, it's always sewing materials as well. So you can tell, like, family is Asian, especially Chinese families especially, they like hoarding stuff. Because I don't blame my grandma, because she lived during wartime, World War II. Basically, we didn't know what would happen, right? Same when my grandma actually left China. Japanese invaded, took every single thing that she had, and it was really rough for her. So I understand how she did it. And then when she raised my dad was a bit of a hoarder too. My dad would be the type of person who would see, like, literally trash on the street and be like, oh, let's do this, pick it up off the street and then reuse it, store it in the garage and stuff. So it was kind of a bit of a problem with my dad. For myself, I'm not to the extreme of my dad where I'll pick up shit off the street. Although, funny story, my dad did pick up this like pretty good tennis racket off the street that this rich white family was throwing out. So that was my tennis racket when I went to tennis lessons or whatever, right? That didn't last that long. But anyways, basically that was kind of the story. And when it came to raising me, I wouldn't say I'm not as much of a hoarder. I hate throwing away things, but the one thing that I've kind of figured out is, like, why do I hate throwing away things? Because I hate the thought of waste. It's one of the reasons why I hate wasting food. I also hate wasting, because, like, for example, like, in my perspective, especially with food, right? If it comes from an animal, it's like that animal sacrificed its life for you, and so you should make the most of it. And that's kind of like the mentality I've had. Same with all these other items too, where it's just like, okay, this, we paid good money for this. Not only good money, but time, effort went into this product. You should use it for the lifetime, for its lifetime, and really make the most out of it. So I hate just throwing away things just because they're in the way, right? It just seems like such a waste to me. It doesn't seem like very sustainable for a planet. I'm not the most woke person in the world, but I just hate seeing waste. So really my one thing is, like, okay, how do I get over this? Because if I kept on doing this, I would keep everything. And one of the things I've been able to do is either through selling or donating. And that is something that helps me kind of get over the hoarding mentality. And I even forgot the question. Oh yeah, so in terms of the number one things I hate throwing away, are especially, like, the hardest things, like, for me, donate or like throw away, are really the sentimental things, like things that were given as gifts to you, and they spark up this emotion in you as well. And I think, like, the magic art of tidying or whatever by Marie Kondo, she talks about this, and how to get rid of items and how to store items and stuff like that too. So that's been a really big part of my life. And honestly, minimalism is like a huge part of my life too. And I'm not extreme minimalist. I'm not the most minimalistic person in the world, right? But I do try to stay cognizant when I buy things, right? So when I buy things, typically I'm investing into these things. My one guilty pleasure too is books. I love books. Even since I've been here, I bought like almost like 15 books, I think. But I'm an avid reader of books. I'll polish off a book a day. So yeah, but it's still like the sentimental things I don't use that much, or like a special person gave it to me. Like it would be so stupid. It'd just be like these blue basketball shorts I got in 7th grade because my dad bought it for me because I want it so bad. And now that my dad's not here anymore, it makes me, I've held on to those same blue basketball shorts in really great condition, by the way. That shit lasts forever. I think it was by like N1 at the time or some shit like that. And I use them to sleep sometimes, but it just kind of to show you my mentality and being aware of like, okay, I'm just like one step away from being an absolute hoarder. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so those are my thoughts. I'd love to kind of hear your thoughts. What is something, or what do you hate throwing away? Love to kind of hear your thoughts about that. Do you come from a hoarder Asian family like my father or grandma? Would love to kind of hear how, like, your experience and how you guys deal with that as well. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.